Blast trying to make the entry against Laxing here. Drone is not going to spot him out, so he's going to roll right forward. It's an easy shot for him. Gunnar does find an exchange against Yours' Roam, and then second one too versus Dream. Beautiful gun. He's in. He's gotten the site. He's just gone in and lab and taken full control. The only problem is you guys have probably seen it yourself. Kool-Aid's literally on the opposite side of the map right now.
As soon as I say that, the plant will be confirmed, and they'll obviously be on red alert as well. Foxy will get found from Gunnar, but he won't be able to confirm just yet. Knows another one's around Laxing. Gets taken down. Could be a quad from around. Make it an ace, as Gunnar doesn't need a single teammate. Kool-Aid, just get your ass over here and plant, and I'll win the round for us myself. Likely, let me see here before I speak. Yeah, it's more than likely a interesting Electro Claw. I don't know what they did with this. There's no deployable shield or anything. Penguin, I can't believe what I just witnessed with my eyes. That thing only has 3 shotgun shells in it, and Fox is dead to rights.
Although, as you can see, very close to his entry point, waiting for the opportunity for Penguin to peek, but he doesn't. He just inches his way out. They're leaving Oxygen with a bit of a question as to how they get themselves into the site, and that unfortunately is not the way to go about it. Gunnar immediately shuts down Dream, leaving unfortunately the last few players without much of an option here. They just have to force the issue into the site, which they can't even do that. This is keep a barricade in the way. That'll be blown up. Penguin again striking true here. Gets a 3rd kill on the round before Blast shuts out Laxing and ends it as PB now just 1 round away from tying it up, and PB getting heated here as well.
There's no explosives on the offense. They can't get rid of these. The only person that can really do anything would be Foxy with a sledge, but I mean, they're not even going to try and check this angle because it's so awkward. Blast catches him off guard. He'll do it yet again here in vertical. You're not going to be able to do anything with that position because I'm going to cross yet again and make it behind my other Kiba barricade. Blast is still going to make it through because it's such a pinhole there on that Kiba barricade. They can barely slide any bullets through. Foxy will get taken down. It's up to vertical to try and win it out. He'll take out Gunnar, but with 2 seconds remaining, Parabellum will run to the hills and they'll take the lead. Parabellum with the retake, and very similar to what we saw from Oxygen on their defensive setup here. Now, Parabellum swinging on through. They'll be able to take down vertical on the back end of the site, but the case placement, this is going to make things so difficult for Parabellum. They're actually more than likely going to have to try and jump out or something quite similar in order to stop this from happening. A nade in, but it's not going to be able to catch Blaz, and in fact, all it does is just make it where Gunnar can just hold onto the angle. It's going to be a bad spot here from the other Oxygen member all the way back, just assuming that they're going to try and defuse right on top of the case, and it's just a bad call. Parabellum now up and onto match point for the first time against Oxygen.
Side of things, nades do go up, but are not going to be able to make the impact here against the defenses from Oxygen. And even worse, Blast is now stuck down here because the toxic pave in the way. Oh no, he'll run directly into the setup from Newer's Eska, as well as Gunnar and Eska again, though, have already made up the difference. They're thrashing the defensive setup from Oxygen, not even giving them a hope of surviving it. And Parabellum now tie us up 7-0. We're going to the final round to decide a winner out of this match.
It's down to the 1 versus 5. Smoke's out, but they're not going to be able to stop him for too long. Has at least one of the cross in the timing. Oh, the timing. He's going to take his time. Penguin. Oh my God. There's no way that this happens again. Second out, and he's going to die from the verticality. The SMG-11. That spray sometimes, it will get you, but it happens in the worst moment, John.
Usually you'd see a deployable shield up there on the model. Instead, there's some protection. Flag now coming in from Kool-Aid. Numbers falling for Parabellum. Trading back and forth, but a big double play from Eska on the stairs. TP Fire getting the diffuser down. It's now J9O to go against Eska, and yet somehow he's able to pull this one off. TP Fires his back turned, and despite the early advantage for Astralis, it's through the mid-round. A big clutch from Parabellum. You can see them erupt into celebration.
The nuke is something in the water, but you never know exactly where. So the pressure is the unknown, but this one will be seen and heard, but it's too late because Iconic, he's gone.
There are times when I don't exactly have the most photographic memory. When you talk about Nook, I think fear of the unknown is absolutely correct, but in this case, Gunnar earns kill number 1 for him in this series by taking down the Nook, who hops on in. Another for Gunnar now as well as he drops, and suddenly Parabellum have this round in their grasp. 5v2, 2 minutes to go. There's Blaz with yet another, and they're just playing with their food. J9O gets 1 kill, 4 more to be found. Blaz seems to have an idea though. And there he goes, he knows exactly it, and he gets both! Smoking the players of Astralis on the jump in, and it's Penguin for the follow-up, who's now been downed. Unsure of what, but it's Shuttle and Forest. Shuttle can't accomplish it, it's Forest in a 1v5. Forest decides the classical hallway is where he'll try to make some noise. The long range from 90, a Blaz, who managed to pick up kill number 3 on the round. And again, celebration rains out from Parabellum. Blaz was so low already that you can just shoot through the walls and that'll be all she wrote. Iconic taken out by Gunnar, and look at that, Forrest on the flank, but he can't outduel the new player. Blaz retrievable. Gunner's on 1 HP, but it's a worthy exchange. Trade 99% of your health for 2 kills. Most people would do it any day of the week. Attempt another plant. Objective play has not been particularly strong for either teams. It's been all killing, and now it's Kool-Aid's job to do it with Diffuser in hand. These teams coming to blows so frequently. Smoke goes out. Blaz obscuring part of the bomb site. DP Fire taking damage. All of this action happening on different parts of the maps. Shuttle engages on the window. Blaz back from the dead, as we said. Well, you don't need much HP to be able to hold that gun, so it's DP Fire to retake. Do they have a beat on his position? Kool-Aid planting default. DP Fire sprays through the wall and gets him, and now the diffuser needs to be retrieved. It's been picked up. Blaz to plant. Eska to cover. They know where DP Fire is. This is for match point, and they're going to move to it. Parabellum tearing through the defense on the bomb site. And like that, they're 1 round away from a victory. And he dying means that you get, what, 2, maybe 3 goo mines out of a Legion. Yep. That's really not that good.
Dead already.
Speak of the devil, and the devil shall appear. Forrest is dead on this Legion. You've got maybe 3 goo mines positioned, depending on where he put them. And that's all she wrote out of that operator. Parabellum starting off strong on match point, looking for their first victory. They did pick up a point against Oxygen yesterday in their 15-round loss, but a win against this Astralis team. The runners-up to Charlotte Major and the victors yesterday against the Sonics would be very large.
And the thing is, it's because Parabellum can play both styles of Rainbow Six Siege, right? They go really, really fast the first couple attacks, but if you've been paying attention, the last 2 rounds, they've slowed down tremendously and playing that utility game instead, and it's forcing Astralis into an uncomfortable position that they're not familiar with, and they're being punished for it.
Got a beat on one of the defenders as well. Gunnar knows he's there, but has to be wary of a player by the door. You push up too aggressively and you get gunned down. It might even be a trap because they know they've been isolated. Iconic takes out Penguin, but he's traded out by Blaz. Shuttle towards 90, can't do much. J90 suffering a huge loss of blood, as is Shuttle. This is not looking good for Astralis at all. That 4-map win streak on Villa could come to a screeching halt at the hands of this Canadian roster and this Canadian organization. Somewhat Canadian, I'll take it. 2 players. Battle on the stairs. DP Fire down for the count. Shuttle follows. It's J90, and he's going nowhere but out of here. What a triumphant victory for Parabellum. A 7-4. And they must be very, very happy about that.